Oh, yeah. Yeah. Baby. Oh, yeah. Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Bear Review. Today, you have the Rhino, and we are live here on the interwebs. That is right. We are live on the interwebs. We are just going to talk a little bit about some stuff. It's BDU tonight, so hopefully some of the BDU crew get in here. And then we will get moving forward. Before they get here, I'm probably going to do a little bit of stuff. And by stuff, I mean a little bit of Bully-o-leo. I'm going to turn off my camera in 1 second and turn things on so people can join from a cell phone, because right now they can't. And, you know, we want them to be able to do that. We want them to be able to just come in and say, hey, we're here. So we're going to do that too. This is the other one. I got to post this in. Bang. Bang. Okay, we're going to turn off the camera. We're going to invite the last way we can invite, and then we're going to get going. Today, the Canadian Beer News website is not working, so you're not going to have to listen to that bullshit for the first time in a very long time. I kind of feel bad, you know. That's normal for us. We normally do that, and now I can't. Like, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? Bang, 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 bang. There we go. We had some technical difficulties for a second, but it is all fixed. It is all fixed. And nobody let me know there was technical difficulties. You guys are not good at this. Not good at this at all, letting me know that there's technical difficulties. Anyway, what we're going to talk about first before we get on to beer news, as we wait for the guys to join, and Jace is showing a brother love thing. Okay, that's good. Is the 5th annual Albino Rhino Beer Festival happening in just over 2 weeks. May 26, 2018, from 11:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. at 209 Ridge Road North, Ridgeway, Ontario. All proceeds going to the Ronald McDonald House. Tickets are available at Ticket Scene. They're available at the Cayman Kettle Beer Works in Font Hill. They're available at Brimstone Brewing Company and the Sanctuary Center for the Arts at 209 Ridge Road North, Ridgeway, Ontario. They're available at the Exchange Brewing Company in beautiful Niagara-on-the-Lake. If I always get asked every year, hey, how can we help? How can we contribute, since all the money goes to the Ronald McDonald House? Hey, you can't come and you want to contribute? Buy a ticket online. Just buy a ticket online and be like, hey, there we go. I bought a ticket online. I can't go, but I bought a ticket. That's $25 towards the kids at the Ronald McDonald House. That helps them. That helps them. 36 plus craft brewers, 10 food vendors. Ticket cost $25. It gets you in the door, gets you your sample glass, which are all down the hall. I have to start putting tickets in them and stuff soon. And 3 sample tokens. Sample tokens after that are $2 each. Again, all proceeds will go to the Ronald McDonald House of South Central Ontario. Ronald McDonald House Charities of South Central Ontario. Just quickly scrolling down here. Oh, one thing that's coming up is there will be a Captain Butler, which is Butler's Bitter from Niagara College, aged in Captain Morgan barrels. they'll be serving that. So breweries will usually bring some special stuff to this thing. That's always been the best part about this is the special things that come. I always get intrigued by what people are going to bring. Al has been doing a great job posting little blurbs on the Facebook site about each and every vendor coming. So thank you very much to you, Al, for that. It's awesome to have somebody that is willing to do that. Let's open up and talk about which vendors are there, since we're still waiting for guys to show up. Where the flip are you guys? Where the flip are you? Nobody said hello yet. Nobody said hello yet. You guys make me sad. You make me sad. I'm going to go home and cry. I'm going to go home and I'm going to cry. You don't want me to do that, do you? Oh, you probably do. Let's be honest. Most people want to see me cry. I don't know why. I had a tickle in my throat the last few days. It's flipping sucks. We will be doing a big staff picture like usual. We'll be doing a big vendor picture like usual. Always fun to do. It great for media. Anyway, breweries and food vendors that will be there as of right now. I do have two that are still tossing around the idea if they can get people to sell for them. So we have Osthouse Brewers, we have Brimstone Brewing Company, we have Forefathers Brewing Company, we have the Second Wedge Brewing Company, we have Ironwood Hard Cider, Nickelbrook Brewing Company, Concession Road Brewing Company, brand new brewery, Bench Brewing, of course, Silversmith, of course, Brock Street, Mash Paddle, The Exchange, of course, you'd hope so. Smokin' Buddha will be there selling some great food. The Crazy Canuck is supposed to be there. Liam still hasn't given me a firm yes, so we'll see how that goes. If he doesn't, we will have the Go-Go Food Company there. Merit Brewing, Little Beasts, The Salted Pig, the Wandering Gourmet, Taco Cart, Innocente, Big Rock, The Sausage Party, Fairweather Brewing, Descendants Beer and Beverage Company, Sean and Ed Brewing, Bo's All Natural Brewing, Anderson Craft Ales, Collective Arts, Breakwall, Allura, Cowbell, Town Brewing out of Whitby, Old Tomorrow, who just bought another brewery themselves, Niagara College Teaching Brewery, Trains Coffee Company, which is a cold-pressed nitro coffee company. Awesome. Press Time will be there doing some stuff. Crave Gastropub, Wellington Brewery, the Merchant Ale House, who now has a manufacturing license, so they don't have to just be a tied house. They will be there, and their new brewer does some amazing work. They have some great beers out there. Hometown Beer Company, 26 Acre Craft Cider. There's a bunch of others. My mouse is not working properly. If I go this way, I don't think it's going to help me much either. Is there any others that we didn't mention as we went? Hello, Govna. Bomberos Nachos will be there again. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. I'm excited. I'm really excited to Cayman Kettle Beer Works, of course. Excuse me. Yeah. Nobody's shown up yet, so I guess we're just not doing this. By this, I mean I'm not going to keep just blabbering on. We're going to move. We're going to move forward. Yes, we are. We're going to move forward. Why is there hockey sticks? Oh, the hockey game's coming up. So yeah, with us moving forward, I did close my browser for now, my camera for now, so that I can talk, and you guys don't have to look at my forehead, because I mean, yeah, you don't want to look at my forehead. I don't want to look at my forehead. Are any of you drinking anything right now is the big question. What are you drinking right now as we wait for guys to show up? I'll show you what I'm drinking right now before I get going on to the first news articles. I'm just reopening up currently the chat window just in case it wasn't working properly. But it looks like it was, and there's just nothing going on. Wow, this is the quietest this show has ever been. One, because it's just me, and two, because it's just the quietest the show's ever been. Yeah, let's move this guy over here so we can see it, and then go like that. Okay, so what I'm drinking, to the 3 people that are viewing at the moment, which is even the lowest I've ever had viewing. I guess last week we spoiled you guys with the Edward 40 hands. Edward 40 hands just spoiled you. Where's my dogs? Oh, she's right behind me. Where's he? Is he? Oh, he's at the front door. Okay. So I'm going to be drinking Lager Dave first from Wellington. It's a premium Pilsner. It basically is a Pilsner. So as anyone that's been here before knows, I just review some beers before I go online here. I drink about half the beer when I do the review. I have the other half as we do this talk. So Lager Dave was reviewed today. She wasn't a bad beer. I didn't have any bad beers today, actually. I'm surprised that there wasn't something that I disliked going on today. As usual, anyone that wants to join is more than welcome. More than welcome. I'll get you a link. You can come in and chat with us if you want. Greg should be here later. Carrie should be here later. I know Chet's been whining that he didn't have beer, so maybe he'll show up with some apricot brandy. And again, you don't want to look at me like this as I'm trying to read, because I'm blind and all. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn off the camera and we're going to do some news. To those of you that are here, just like usual, talk to me about your ideas on this news too. But anyway, first and foremost is something that I already mentioned. Old Tomorrow. Old Tomorrow, for anyone that does not know, is a contract brewery here in Ontario. Old Tomorrow is going to be at the festival. They make Lighter Up. They make Monty's Golden Rye Ale. They make Lagerdale, which is their Kolsch. They have like two others. I can't remember them off the top of my head right now. But they bought Double Trouble Brewing. Double Trouble Brewing being another contract brewer. This is something that we're seeing a lot lately, right? Like we've talked about bubbles bursting, and you're not seeing bubbles bursting really for brick and mortar as much, but the contract bubble seems to have burst, and you're seeing a lot of contract brewers getting bought up right now. Over the last couple of years, a couple of them have been bought up, and some of the contract brewers have actually bought brick and mortar breweries. For instance, Lost Craft. Lost Craft ended up buying Sextant Brewing. Sextant Brewing. Sorry, Sextant Brewing. The Underdog Brewing, which ended up being called, they changed. What did they change their name to after their cease and desist? All or Nothing. So Underdog ended up becoming All or Nothing. All or Nothing ended up buying Trafalgar. The Old Tomorrow's now bought Double Trouble. Now, Double Trouble was owned by Claude, and sorry, 1 second here. Old Tomorrow, known for their portrayal of Sir John A. Macdonald, and Double Trouble Brewing, known for their Hops and Robbers IPA, are both contract brewing companies. Double Trouble, founded in 2011, will continue as a separate brand. Terms of the acquisition were not released. We seek to unite like-minded craft brewers dedicated to bringing quality and innovative flavors to consumers, said Ian McDonald Jr., Old Tomorrow's president. The craft beer market remains strong with significant growth potential, but as the market saturates, there are new challenges to compete efficiently. The acquisition represents an evolution of our business strategy and will enable us to add further value for our retail partners and Canadian beer markets. The announcement also outlined the formation of United Craft, a new business aimed at enhancing customer service, sales, marketing, distribution, and promotion to help grow independent craft brands. Now, Claude and what was the name? What was the name of Claude's partner? It was Claude and I gotta go find a Double Trouble can, but they owned Canada Craft. It was a import company. They imported stuff. They also owned Double Trouble. I believe last I heard they were still brewing at Wellington. I don't know if they still are. I'm not 100% sure where this is being brewed, this being Old Tomorrow, but it's really cool to see. Nikolai, why aren't you here? What is going on, Nikolai? What the hell, Nikolai? And when are you coming? Are you coming for the festival? Should we? I'm off that whole week. Should we try and get a brew day going when you're here? Should we try and brew at the Cayman Kettle if you come down for the festival? You bought tickets. Do you want to try and brew? Do you have to go back to school? You shouldn't have to go back to school. Semester should be over. It should be. It should be. So yeah, yeah. There you go, Nikolai. Come on, join me. You make me sad, Nikolai. You make me sad. Call for entry for the 2018 Ontario Brewing Awards was put out recently. It'll be happening in Gravenhurst this year. The CBAs, which was acquired last year by owners, the OBAs was bought by the CBAs last year, and they put out the 2018 call for entry to the provincial brewers. The competitor, spanning 49 beer style categories, is open to any majorly Canadian-owned brewery with its head offices and main brewing facility located in Ontario. This year's Ontario Beer Awards Gala will be held on Thursday, September 13th in Toronto. Entry details are available. So let's go look at the entry detail. What is the cost now? Now, the OBAs never charged as much as the CBAs to enter. Basically, the whole thing was always a money grab. Awards sometimes mean something, sometimes don't. It matters how you feel about them. These awards, you know, some of the categories just made me always wonder. As a beer judge myself, it always made me wonder how things were going. But okay, terms of service. Okay, $150 per entry. It doesn't talk about how many entries a brewery can put in. I know they used to have a cap on the amount of things you could put in. Say like the U.S. Beer Open, each school could only put in 50 entries. So you had to decide which students' entries were worth putting in. So I don't know what the OBAs were. I know before the price has actually gone down. I think last year it was $250 to enter, and last year there was no cap. You could put in as many beers as you wanted as long as you paid $250 a beer. This year it's $150, but I can't see anything about a limit. So I don't know. I don't know if they actually put a limit on there or not this year. And the guys that own the CBA don't like me, so they're not going to tell me. I'm not a person they like. It's okay though. It's okay. Okay, stop editing and get in here. Get in here. I never actually had the creamsicle from Railway City, Sarah. I never had that. It's one of those beers that I always mean to get, but I never end up in St. Thomas. And Ray doesn't like me either, so I don't get things from Ray ever anymore. He rage quit me. He rage quit me good. Lagunitas Pills. First time having it, and as always, Lagunitas does not make a bad beer. No, Lagunitas doesn't make a bad beer, Raining on Your Parade. I agree. Where's Ewart? We need Ewart here to yell at you, just for shits and giggles. Anyway, Formosa Springs Brewery is reopening. Formosa Springs Brewery was the brewery that was bought by the Chinese investors when Brock Brewing Company, when the Brick Brewing Company was redesigning itself. So Formosa, 9 months after the sale by Brick Brewing Company, Formosa Springs Brewery has reopened under new ownership in the town of Formosas in Bruce County at 1 Old Brewery Lane. The brewery, built originally in 1870, was sold for $2.4 million in September of 2017. According to southwesternontario.ca, the brewery is selling through its retail store, Formosa Springs Draft, Red Baron Blonde Lager, Red Baron Lime, and Red Baron Platinum Light, and plans to have 20 to 30 people employed by midsummer, most of them returning Brick employees. Opening hours are Thursday to Saturday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Well, that's great to know that Red Baron is coming back. Great to know. Formosa Springs Draft didn't really care for. Red Baron Blonde Lager was always a good low-budget beer. Red Cap was another one, but I think I don't remember if Formosa Springs had the Red Cap brand, or if the Red Cap brand was owned by the Brick and is still retained by the Brick. I'll have to look into that too, because you need to know. Yeah, it's just things you needs to know. I needs to know. Now there is a new a new brewery technician diploma that's launching at CTS Canadian Career College in North Bay. So the new brewery technician course is launching at CTS Canadian Career College in conjunction with Highlander Brew Co. out of South River. The 36-week diploma program will be delivered across the entire province. The diploma program prepares the graduate for work in various breweries, including large-scale breweries or craft breweries, explains CTS-CCC. The classroom instructions will primarily be done through an online distance learning model, enabling students to remain within their respective communities and not have to relocate for an extended period of time to take their theoretical training. Brewery technician course covers brewery health and safety, introduction to brewing processes, practices, and technology, hops and the chemistry of wort boiling, yeast and fermentation, beer maturation and treatments, marketing, distribution, regulations, and taxes, brewery internship. I should actually go and take this fucking course just for shits and giggles, because if you're doing most of it from home, I could do it from home. And most of that stuff I wouldn't have to study at all because I've done speeches on a lot of it. So I really should look into that. The program, approved by the Ontario Ministry of Advanced Education and Skills Development, begins September 2018 with practical placements to start February 2019. The practical portion can be hosted with the brewery at which the student is employed. If that is the case, for those who might not be employed by a brewery, CTS-CCC will secure placement in a partner brewery across Ontario, explains Dwayne Warner, president of Highlander Brew Co. and the proprietor of the company. Warner continues, for the next year, Highlander Brew Co. will continue to act as program coordinator and a liaison with the member breweries. One of many exciting elements of this coordinating role will be the creative registry within the Ontario Craft Brewers that allows employers to easily verify the educational credentials of applicants who indicate they have completed a brewery technician program. Our vision is that this will make it much easier for employers to hire qualified professionals for work in their breweries with just a few simple clicks. You know what? How the hell am I still doing this on my own right now? Where is everybody? Where are you all? Usually there's a full 10 of us. Today it's just me. I feel a little sick to my stomach. I do. What's going on, Middlefra? What's going on, sir? Glad you're checking in. You should be coming down for the festival. That's what you should be doing. Bang. Bang. We need beer. What do we have left on this table that's been started? I don't want to touch that. That was disgusting. Actually, I just got to this, Nikolai. I just did it today. I know you did it in the Advent calendar, and I watched your review on it, and you thought it went bad. I think that's the way it was supposed to taste, because 5 months later, it tastes the exact same as you talked about. So I don't think it went bad. I think it just was a horribly brewed beer. Because if it had gone bad, it should have been a lot worse by this point in time. And when I found that, I didn't even know that existed. I was going through the spare room. I was going through the pile of beer, trying to find the older stuff to review, and I found that hidden in the very back. And I'm like, ooh, I missed this one. Maybe I should get to it. So it had to get pulled out. The next beer for today will be from Wellington again. It'll be their Upside IPA. Now, this one is an intriguing one because this was sent to me when it was canned, when it was first made. And it was sent to me when did they first made it? Last May. So it was sent to me right away when it was first made, and that's when I was dealing with a lot of things, and I wasn't drinking anything. So it sat on my floor for months. And then the Welly Rebooted series came out, and this was in there. And yeah, it is what it is. It's fine. It's great. It works. It's a good IPA, and I mean, I just turned my speaker off. Wellington is not a brewery that I really would think of as great for IPAs, but they did a very good IPA there. It was well made. Yeah, you better get here, little youngin. Damn youngins. Damn youngins. What else do we have to talk about before we get on to the next article here? I'm just gonna send a message to some people here. To Todd, Dave, to yeah, Todd and Dave. That's good. There we go. That's sent. It is sent. It is sent, boys and girls. This is the most boring thing ever. At least I don't say a lot. Even though I'm blind and I have to like put my face to my screen. Oh, my eyes are hurting because of it too. I need to read with sunglasses on. That's what I need to do. Okay, what do we have going on here now? What else can we talk about? Two youths are facing charges after a beer vendor robbery in Winnipeg, Manitoba. A 12-year-old and a 13-year-old walked into a liquor store in Winnipeg. One of them grabbed a case of beer and ran. They were followed by the owner, and then they both pulled knives on the owner and threatened him. They were found a few blocks away, having discarded their clothes so they couldn't be found. They were found with the beer. They hadn't even drank it yet. This is why you let your kids drink at home, okay? There shouldn't be a time where a 12 and a 13-year-old kid are out stealing beer. No, I don't really mean that. But at the same time, there's no time where a 12 or a 13-year-old should be out stealing beer. There's no reason to pull a knife on somebody to steal a case of beer. No reason. Who's there? Who's there? I'm not on the screen.
Oh, it's me, Tash.
What's going on, Ashley?
Not much. How's it going?
No, it's going. What are you doing tonight, sir?
I am doing nothing. Just got the kids put to bed, and that's it, man. Oh.
You drinking anything tonight?
I just cracked open a Cowbell Brewing. Oh, why isn't my camera on? Hold on. Settings. I'm on my wife's laptop right now.
You don't even know how to work the computer?
I don't know. Can't use the selected camera without a working camera. The other. Oh, okay. Anyways, I'm drinking a Cowbell Kelly's Contraption.
Oh, Kelly's Contraption. It's a nice one.
Yeah, I haven't had it since last year, so I figured we did a wit beer on the Beer Analysis 101 yesterday. Might as well just try something that's a little bit closer to being authentic. so here we are.
Oh, what beer did you guys do yesterday?
Blue Moon.
Oh, okay.
I know, right?
You mean Belgian Moon, don't you?
Well, Belgian Moon, Blue Moon, whichever way you want to cut it.
Should have just did Rickard's White.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing.
Almost.
You know what's funny? Amy was saying that there is a difference. She is the connoisseur of Rickard's White.
The difference is the hop strain they use.
Oh, really? Eh?
That's the only difference.
Huh.
The recipes are the exact same except for the hop strain, because if the hop strain was the same, they wouldn't be allowed to sell them both in Canada at the same time.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I tried to find the Rickard's White, but I couldn't find it at any of the LCBOs. I mean, I didn't try that hard, I'll be honest, but, you know, I could have gone to the beer store, but that's it. So there we go. Give me a few seconds. I'm just going to mess around with my settings here to see if I can get my camera going.
You just do that. Mess around with your settings for a few seconds there.
Yeah.
And like usual, to anybody out there, if you have any comments or questions, just throw them out there. We always get to them. I'm gonna screen share this while we talk. So this first off is way more expensive than ever should be sold for. But I find it funny that you sit here and we're in Ontario, and the LCBO comes out and they're like, we do not condone binge drinking. You know what? We don't condone this. We don't condone that. Oh, you can't have that name on your beer because that makes people think it's healthy. You can't say this on your beer. You can't say that. You can't have this picture on your beer because of this. You can't have this picture on your beer because of that. However, all that being said, we are allowed to sell certain things like this. So this is a 2-liter can of Asahi with a handle on it and a little tiny lid to take off so that you can just drink it like that. So you don't condone binge drinking, but here is a 6-pack with a handle.
That's so stupid.
So this is where I'm at with the Ontario government at the moment. Yeah. Yeah. There's not much more to say about it other than that. And who wants to spend $18 almost on one can of Asahi?
You'd have to really love it, man.
I don't really. Does anybody watching really, really love it? Because, I mean, save the shipping on orders of 250 or more.
I'm actually mildly intrigued by that.
I am too. Except I don't have $250 to spend on alcohol.
Oh no, I wasn't. No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at this Asahi, and it's just like that'd be funny just to drink, just because.
Man, if I had that for the Edward 40 hands, that would have been so much easier.
Oh my God, built-in handles, right?
Exactly.
That's funny. I couldn't hang around for the rest of that video. How did everybody finish up?
Kyle took forever.
Yeah,
forever. Of course, I won.
Well,
Brendan came in about 15 minutes after me. You did miss Kyle because we kept streaming after he finished. We got Kyle to put on the romper that was sent to me in the wrong size.
Oh no!
And he loved it. He's buying his own. And I thought it was that he was just drunk, but I did get texted the next day. Can you send me the link to buy one of those?
Oh my God, he remembered.
So, yeah. So there is going to be a romper at some point worn at the Cayman Kettle.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So there's that going on. He really enjoyed it.
Surprised it took him that long to drink those beers, man. He probably brewed half of them.
Oh, Brendan right there. Asahi challenge, redemption for Brendan. Well, one of those Asahis is almost the entire Edward 40 hands. We would need like 285 milliliters more. Oh. So if we did two of them, it could be like a 2-hour thing. 4 liters of beer.
Oh my God. Can you imagine how gross that would be by the end? Because
yeah.
Oh, it'd be so warm. Well, you could always just do the one big can and then just buy a 6-pack or whatever, or singles of the other one, and just tape them both to your hands, right?
I still have 3 cans of the old Vienna in the
the OV, eh?
Yeah, the OV.
Man, you turned me onto that. I think that's going to be my go-to for summer.
No, I think I have 4 cans of it because my buddy Neil was over and he was drinking it.
It is not a bad like chugger, macro swill, whatever you want to call it. It actually has some flavor to it. So,
another beer that's out right now. Another screen share here. We did mention this on the Edward 40 hands, but here we go. Oh shit! No, there we go.
Matrix hole.
Bloodlight.
Yes,
from Blood
I
Brothers.
saw this.
So I'm curious how long this is going to be out before Bud Light hits them with the season.
You're going all robot style.
That's okay. Let me go all robot style. Am I still all robot style?
Yeah, you're still a little bit of a robot.
Well, I've always been a little bit of a robot. Yeah, so Bud Light. I'm curious how long that'll last before Bud Light hits them with a cease and desist.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's probably gonna not take too long.
I did laugh though when I saw it. To me it was funny. We can close that. Next, what other screens do we have here to talk about? Out of this world, space beer bottle could bring suds to 0G. Okay, we'll get to that at some point. What the hell's going on there? Chet, are you driving and trying to talk to us? To anybody new, I apologize for the guy from Pennsylvania.
Which one's this? Is this the Twix one? Yeah. Okay. I need a can I have a carrier? Yeah.
Oh, he's buying beer. He's buying beer. He's trying to show us that he's getting beer. Don't sell him beer. He's underage. This is an intriguing conversation I'm listening to right now.
I wonder if he even knows.
I don't know if he does, to be honest.
It was a pocket dial into a hangout. That's awesome.
That is pretty awesome, actually.